And we're joined by Fahmi Baharudin, president of Kelowna Pride. How is this week's Pride Week shaping up?
It's shaping up pretty well. We've already had 2 events so far, the official Pride event, but we also had a couple of other affiliate events as well. And then tonight we have the Pride Trans March and Celebration happening, and it will culminate at the end of the week with the festival happening on Saturday.
Quibble with my characterization if it's not right, but it did seem that, taking it back decades, the fight used to be about the fact that it should be okay to be gay, and here we are expressing ourselves and having a good time and get over it, everybody else. So that's where the battleground was. Now it seems as a society, the fight is more around the transgender community.
Yeah, going back decades, you're right. There was definitely a much more visible forefront of cis gay men fighting for that movement, and it's shifted over the last couple of years, right? Especially because of what's happening in the United States, for example, and how trans people and non-binary people are being attacked just for existing. I think it's super important for us to then take those people and have them lead these celebrations, because it's important for us to acknowledge that they're also part of our community, and we need to be there for each other. It's not just gay men who are in these movements, who are in part of the Pride parades. It's every other person under the queer community as well.
Right. So with an event like this, and I guess the focus ends up being a lot on the weekend itself, is this a protest or is it a celebration?
I think fundamentally every Pride parade and celebration has at its core being a protest, because it serves as a reminder while things are fun right now, a lot of places and a lot of people who are celebrating things like this can have their rights be taken away from them with every election, with every policy changes, right? So at its core, there's always going to be a bit of a protest with Pride celebrations, but at the end of the day, we also want to celebrate how far we've come as a society. So we want to also be able to celebrate the good things that have happened and how far we've come along in this journey to be in existence.
Right. You do see a lot of people, allies there, cheering people on and joining in celebration at these events. But you get to hear the lived experience of people where, it's not all support everywhere they turn in their lives.
No, definitely not. I mean, fundamentally, I think as a person who is queer in this city, I do have a bit of hesitancy when I'm holding hands with my partner, walking down the streets. There's always a part of me that's like, maybe this isn't the safe place to do so, right? And hearing from other people in the community, seeing the reaction we have online, for example, even a couple months ago when we had the drag queen story time and there was that protest that was happening, things like that serves as a reminder that acceptance is not everywhere. There are still people who are fighting against just the lived experience of queer communities. So it is still important for us to keep being visible and pushing back against those protesters.
There's still a battle to be fought.
Yes. At the end of the day, I think right now, trans and non-binary folks are being used as scapegoats to say that, oh yeah, we accept gay people, but we don't accept trans people. And that causes infighting. And we want to make sure that when we're moving forward with Pride celebrations, we're taking every single person under that the queer community umbrella as part of that movement. We don't want to leave anybody behind.
Right. But having said all that, this weekend I think promises to be pretty fun.
Yeah, we're still going to be having fun. We're bringing back the beer and beverage garden, so folks are able to stay at the parade a little bit longer. There's up to 70 vendors happening that's registered for the Pride Festival, and we saw over 20,000 people last year, and we're hoping to see just as many or even more this year.
Amazing. Thanks for telling us about it, Fahmi.
Yeah, happy to.
And thank you for watching Kelowna Now.
Thank you.